Oh, let's watch a little bit of what Steggs is up to now. That's always joyful.
Welcome friends, my name is Steggs and welcome back to Fairywood Hills featuring Steggoland. I made some changes, as you may be able to see in front of me, to the gingerbread house. Today's episode will be named Trolling the Colonel.
Hold on a minute.
And then find some form of great children's music, which we don't need to worry about. Yes!
What?
But not anymore, cause Steggs is gonna put some speakers in. Where are the speakers here? Speakers! Skadoosh! Great stuff, yeah. Right, now, what we'll do is we'll put it right in the wall so he doesn't know where it's coming from.
I don't think so.
Oh, come on, that's brilliant.
Come back here.
What did I ever do to you? Why would you do this to me, dude?
You put a speaker in the wall.
I'm a coming, Colonel!
Okay. Right, if you line up next to me, we should be able to both hit unload at the same time.
I believe we should. Here we go.
Unless, of course, I push it now.
I can't believe you did that!
That's for putting a speaker in the wall. Hello park goers, I'm Colonel Failure, and this is Fairywood Hills featuring Steggoland. Anyone who tells you it's the other way around is quite clearly incorrect. Anyway, I took a week off from doing an episode of this, and as a result, the likeable and charming Mr. Steggs has decided to just spew cheerfulness all over the park. As you can see, he's put some billboards up here, and that in itself is, it's quite charming, quite likeable. But then he turned his attention to my speakers here, which were warning people of the harms that the sugary content of Steggoland could possibly be inflicting, and he's chopped that up. Fairywood Hills has better weight gains than Steggoland. Fact. That kind of thing. And then he turned his attention to the fiery haircut here, and replaced that with a bubble generator. Again, quite pithy, quite humorous. But where he crossed the line was over here at the Judgment 2, where again he put in some charming juvenile music in there, except he buried the speaker in the wall. And that's a problem. Oh, hold on, it's not. Edit the building with the selected parts splashing around. Is that one that we're talking about here? I bet it is. Oh, okay. Hold on. We can just go. We can restore it. Oh no, this is going to because my entire objection here had been based on the fact that he'd made it very difficult for me to replace the speaker sound, which might make today's episode feel rather like an overreaction. However, he started it, and so here we go. So as you'll have seen in the introduction, what's the matter with what's the matter, Hair Bear? Why are you so unhappy? You got no energy. You're desperately unhappy. There's staff buildings with space. That apparently is good. Money isn't an issue. Why are you disconsolate? Let's put him in staff training. There you go. Have some staff training. Cheer up, dude. Life can be... I know Steggs has ruined it for all of us. No, we'll rehire him. There you go. That makes him a bit happier. He's got no energy. He tried to quit, but I just rehired him. Nice try, Hair Bear. Go and have a rest. Go and have a break, and I'll see if I can't make you more chipper in a minute. Meanwhile, we have work to do here. In today's episode, we're going to basically make Steggs terrified of his own theme park. That's the goal that we're going for here. And the first job is a quick change of monitor here. Welcome to Steggs101. Beautiful. And then at a random point in the future, it will restart. That should do enough to give him a bit of a jump. Anyway, that's that sorted. Now, I happen to know Mr. Steggs quite well, and I happen to know that the one thing that terrifies him above all else is the movie The Ring. Not the Japanese original, the American remake. So I've come up with something of a themed reprisal here, which, as mentioned, is going to feel just a little bit like overkill. Edit building with selector part. I want to edit that. It's going to be a movie. Is it Chief Beef? No, it's Steggs small monitor there, which if he studies for any length of time, I'm sure he'll find to be a total delight. Anyway, we don't need just one of those, obviously. We're going to put another one over here. There we go. That's that one done. All right, and then basically my goal is I'm just gonna leave these lying around. The screen, please. No, custom. I said blueprints. We want scenery, screens. Another one. That's it. Yeah, and let's edit that. So yeah, I'm going to do a few of these, and I'm not going to record where I've put all of them, because there's no point in having sinister traps lying around the place if you're just going to commit it to video and show everyone where it is. However, if you're a member of Bad Company, you will find the full unedited version of where I'm sticking things. Up there on the Bad Company site. If you don't know what Bad Company is by now, have a look in the description. Right, are those in bed? Oh, I see. It's because he hasn't lined these up properly. I should say that I'm surprised, but obviously I'm not. If there is a way to do things in a slapdash fashion, Mr. Steggs is your man. And then just to keep it subtle, no, it's not subtle enough. That's not subtle enough either. How big is an 8? Perfect. Right, there you go. One of those. No. Yes. There we go. Right, so yes, my aim is to leave a few of these, just here and there, to potentially, just make him a little bit upset on an occasional basis, because we did have a policy whereby one would not cross the stream and interfere with the fine creative works that were being done by the partner in this setup. But he crossed that Rubicon, and now is going to reap the whirlwind as a result. In fact, this happy little tinker in the first place, he's going to hold a TV screen. There you go. It's almost like he wants it. There we go. So I've got a bit more of this to do, and in so doing, I need to keep it secret. So let me just go and get that done. Okay, there we go. So I have now finished my overhaul of Steggs' side of the park, and I hope he learns his lesson. I can do worse, Steggs, if you're paying attention. I can accomplish more than this. Frankly, I'm quite pleased with this. I think it is pretty horrific. It's marvellous. I'm less pleased about the fact that the audio is desynced from the video, but we can get over that. And then, of course, welcome to Steggoland out there. Perfect. Now then, Steggs' revenge came about, his punishment, let's say, came about because I failed to release one video. However, in the time that he was doing that, where's our existing roster, quite a lot of our staff quit. And the rest are decidedly unhappy, which is far from ideal. We're going to get everyone trained up, or everyone who's still working trained up, and we'll get a couple more staff rooms built. There you go. So Oswald Ford, whatever he does, has resigned. Now the training is going to be beneficial because it will mean that everybody works a little bit more. Hair Bear is one dinosaur on a mission right now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to give him a buddy. Where are we? Work rosters, janitors, entertainers, Oh no, all higher staff, entertainer. Where are you? There you go. So so Hair Bear is now going to be joined by his age-old partner in crime, the Bird Dog, who is now free roaming the park. There.
Are to be found within Steggoland.
Yeah.
Sugar may not be linked to Steggoland.
You know what? I'm going to leave those as is. I think they're valuable. What's going on here? Why is my bin wrecked? Someone's wrecked me bin. Oh, look at this. This is I've had miscreants in here just creating havoc with all of my valued bits and pieces. Right, we'll also hire a couple more janitors and a couple more mechanics. Get to work, lads, because there's a bunch of stuff that's broken. We'll bang in another security man. In fact, we'll bang in another couple of security mans and a couple of spare vendors. There we go. Right, and as much as this adds to the running cost, we were doing rather well on profitability up until Steggs has basically emptied the park out. When I started this save up, we had 1,100 guests in the park. We've now got 500. And this has come directly as a result of Steggs not tending to the park in a suitable fashion. So there's going to be a repair job done, and pretty soon I'm going to set up some actual zoning for the employees to make sure that they to make sure that everything is getting catered for. While we're about it, we'll put a staff lounge here. What have we got? Staff management. Staff management. Give me stop. There you go. Just give me another staff management shed over here near Steggoland, or in Steggoland, because he's never going to build one. He's clueless. He hasn't got a Scooby when it comes to what would that be for. I'll invite him to cover it in fake chocolate and the like. But no. What I need you to do is I need you to rotate. Maybe we have to rotate prematurely. If you can remember the rotate button, there it is. Right, that's it. Done. Good. And then we'll edit this building. This is Staff Education Centre 2. And then let's put a perk in there. Healthcare, more resilient but gets been overworked, more underworked. Gain happiness, I think. We'll social club that one. And we'll give it a capacity of 4. Confirm it. Thank you. Right. That should get our park spruced back up again. I can see that the litter is already starting to ease off. You notice all the letters on Steggs' side of the park. My side. Who's this? Who's this joker here? This is Colonel. I can't find a free staff building, and my job is pretty average, and he's not very happy, and he's got no energy. What's going on in here then? All right, let's up the capacity, and then we'll do that. There you are. Right. Okay. So, I desperately want to get to work on Mr. Cthulhu's here. Now, as much as it's operational already, or presumably it is, unless it's broken at the moment. No, it's operational. Just nobody wants to use it. Well, that's ideal. I want to remodel the roof, basically. So I want to stick a second ride underground, or at least partially underground. And make kind of a larger underground kind of facility so that I can get that wrapped up, because I'm really unhappy with this pathing I've got going on there. So I want to do that properly. That'll be coming in the next episode. But what I will do to finish off today, look at this, it's all busted again, is, and that one, there you are. Yeah, what I will do today, however, is we will finish off by adding, finally, the fascias to these commercial facilities, in the hope that it attracts a few more people in. So we'll do that at high speed. Brace yourselves. Right, that ought to do it. So, I mean, I've continued kind of the existing aesthetic that I've got going on. The big thing that's missing for me right now is some signage. I mean, some of these, if we pull one up here, let's have a look. Sign, and then go into here. Now, you get all of these, and I mean, these are terrific. Just take nothing away from it. But if you take like this standing cosmic cow sign, for example, fabulous. Look at it. Really, really nice stuff. The only problem with it is it's only any good if you want to run a cosmic cow, and I don't. You know, like the hot dog squad sign. You know, these are good, solid bits of sign work. You know, this is amazing stuff. And what I'd love to be able to do would be to make my own that fit my theming, so that I could have a balloon emporium that is largely being. You don't best not to ask what is filling up the contents of those balloons, but as you can see, it does have a minor amount of noxious outgassing going on there. And obviously from the toilets here, you just don't want to know, do you? But needless to say, it does have a relationship with our energy drink shop. And then obviously we want to maintain that staff don't spend any longer inside the staff room than they absolutely have to. Actually, the one thing I was going to do, I was going to plop something on top of this spotlight. The reason we kept the spotlight, as you possibly saw there, is, look at this. I talk about eerie. If we can get a shot in here, there we go. Try that on for size, people. They all look pretty ill to begin with. I imagine the staff, I possibly ought to pay my staff member in danger money for whatever it is they're being exposed to. It can't be healthy. But they turn up for work every day, so, who are they to complain, frankly? I'm actually going to duplicate this, advanced move and duplicate. That's the fella. Right. There you go. Right. There's the advanced move and duplicate. What am I trying to advance move here? That's not the floodlight. I'm trying to move the whole building. No, let's not. Just the floodlight, if you'd be so kind. We've got to edit this. And then select the floodlight. And then advanced move and duplicate. And then scroll it over here. Because I want it... I want to maintain the colourful aspect that we've got going on. Question is, I'm going to need to mask that with something. All right, leave that one with me. I'll figure it out because that's pretty much what I do. But yeah, so even these freestanding signs, and surely this must be relatively straightforward to. Oh, there we go. There's one now. For some reason, I've hung it upside. I quite like that. Hung upside down off a floodlight. But yeah, these freestanders, I could well get behind these as well. Do you want to ping to the floor? There you go. Just stick that in there. Right, and surely that's not so hard to do. So if anybody can point me at a tutorial for whipping those up, I would be enormously grateful. Because that's the kind of thing that would lead to some real onward development in terms of developing my own look and feel for things. Meanwhile, let's get the rest of this just finished off, and then we can call it a day. While I'm looking for something appropriate, next time around. There we go. We're up to the next time around kind of a moment here. How's that going to look? No, I've used that one. What about? No, I don't want to use a frosty one. How about this? Up, please. That'll do it. Wait and see. See, look. First you stick it in, right, and then you grab the thing. You change the colours. Right. Obviously, those colours are going to be in keeping with the thematic normality of the area. Put a bit of green in there and a bit more green in there. That'll do beautifully. Right, and then we're going to grab it and we're going to wang it over here. All right. So we do a bit of that. What is it exactly? Couldn't really tell you, but it definitely looks like it belongs. Right, and then I want to flip it upside down, so we'll turn the snap on. Oh, we've got the snap on already. Come on, turn upside down. There you go. Oh, you had it. And then we'll just no, give me the world's pinions there, and then we just slap it into place. And there you go. It's a mysterious green ball. Should you be trusting it, customers? Probably not, I would say. Who knows what its intentions are? All we know is it's a green and it's a ball, and it's almost sat exactly perfect. I say almost. So yeah, I'll probably do a bit more tinkering on this while you're away. I haven't quite got it to the stage that I'm 100% thrilled with yet, but that's mostly because you can still see the original buildings. So where we want to get to. There you go, see, we can stick the same mysterious green ball here. Now, if we can hide that floodlight entirely, which we have now done, all we need to do is show how it is that the mysterious green ball is remaining in place, which will be some kind of metal work. Let's go back to one of my favoured searches here, which is iron. and maybe attach it to a girder. That would work. Kind of goes, isn't that rather too serious, a girder for this operation? No, well, it looks like it now, but hold on a moment. There you go. We get the advanced O movement O. Firstly, whiz it around like that. Secondly, grab this. Try and centralise it a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Then down. Right. Yeah, that's it. And already it's got support now, but then if you whack it back over here, then it's definitely supported by an iron girder, which is exactly what you want, because anything less than that would be insubstantial. Anyway, yes, next time around, what we're going to do is we are going to develop our underground area. Don't even know what that is, but it just looked good. So I'll be getting rid of the paths here, and instead I'll be building probably a gentle slopey something or other down into the underground department, whereupon we'll link together the ride that's there now with something that goes down and around and up and over and round and a bit more of this. And then we'll also polish up the top area here. We'll probably sceneryize it, maybe add a few more shops or some such. We'll see. Haven't quite decided, but that's the joy of the game. Is you learn by doing. You just start cracking on, and then you go, oh yeah, I've an idea here. As much as it's quite nice sometimes to have an overall notion that you're going to try and live up to. Yes. Equally, having something that develops just over course will do you nicely. Anyway, thanks very much for watching today. I've been Colonel Failure. Let's just check in on the staff. I know I'm not letting you go just yet. All staff. How are we doing? Who's miserable? Why are you miserable? I desperately need details. I could do with more cash. All right. There you go. Have some more cash. In fact, we trained everybody recently. We'll give everybody an extra tenner and see if they're happy with that, while I continue my exit preamble. I've been Colonel Failure. Please subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on the rest of the series. One half happens over here, the other half happens on Steggs' channel, link to which you will find in the description. And I'll be back very soon with a little bit more of the same. So if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to sling yourself a like, and well, I say sling yourself, you're slinging me a like fundamentally, but it amounts to the same thing. I'll catch up with you very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Cheerio.